Yo, what's up? We got Strickland, Fluffy in a couple days, and I think Strickland is gonna smoke Fluffy. The public perception has kind of been shocking me about this fight. Fluffy's a minus 200, I believe, favorite, and everyone, I'm getting the vibe that it's like, I don't know, bro. Hernandez is just gonna take him down and do what he does, and this and this and this. It's like, guys, I don't think Hernandez is quite as good as we're putting him up to be. I like Hernandez. Hernandez is one of my favorite fighters at middleweight. Seems like a super chill guy, if you know what I mean. But I think Strickland just beats him everywhere. We look at the striking, and I think even the biggest diehard Hernandez fan here would say that Strickland works him, but I just want to tell you guys how badly I think Strickland beats him on the feet. Hernandez's body is obviously a weak spot for him. Kopylov hurt him a couple times there. Brendan Allen also hurt him to the body, and obviously he's got a little more fat there than most guys. And Strickland, with his teeps, with his boxing ability, is going to expose that. I could see Hernandez getting hurt to the body more than once during this fight, honestly, guys. Strickland's always throwing out that teep, always switching up his boxing. I think he'll hurt Hernandez. Strickland's defensive style, I also think, lines up well against this kind of swarm style that Hernandez has. He's going to try and come in, push you up against the cage, pin you there, and take you down. Or, if he's comfortable enough on the feet with you, he's just going to walk at you, yell in your face, farm clips for TikTok edits, and just try and pummel you on the feet. Just big brother you. That's really what he's trying to do. He's trying to big brother you. Strickland is not going to let you do that. He's going to throw those teeps, he's going to throw those jabs, and he's going to make you fight his fight. Neither fighter is really known for their power, so I honestly can't see Hernandez KOing Strickland on the feet. So if they're on the feet, it's just going to be a pure boxing match, and who wins that 10 out of 10 times? It's obviously going to be Sean Strickland. The cardio for Anthony Hernandez, he won't be able to flex over Strickland. Strickland has 5-round cardio. He's proven that time and time again. And on the feet, Strickland will drown Hernandez. Hernandez does not have anything for Strickland on the feet, and it will get ugly if Hernandez can't take it down to the ground. Now, people picking Hernandez here will be like, well, he's just going to take him down, bro. It's inevitable. The grappler always wins, man. And take this as someone who picked JDM over Islam, picked DDP over Hamzat. We are not switching up, so third time must be the charm, I guess. I don't know. No, but seriously, Fluffy has an elite submission game, elite ground and pound, elite grappling. When he gets you there, he's gonna put in work. He's not someone who's just gonna be content sitting in half guard, kind of doing these pitter-patter things. He's going to pummel you. He's going for the neck. He's going for the guillotine. But his takedown ability actually isn't that strong. What we see a lot of the time from Fluffy, he's gonna walk you down and pin you up against the cage, and then it's like a minute and they're going back and forth, and they kind of go down to the ground and they're still on all fours, and finally Fluffy's gonna find the takedown and then start working from there. And don't get me wrong, Hernandez is extremely dangerous when he's in that position. But Sean Strickland's takedown and grappling defense is very solid. He's never lost a submission. He's never been controlled. People have had trouble grappling against this guy. Brendan Allen, who's a common opponent between Strickland and Hernandez. When Strickland fought Allen, Strickland stuffed a few takedowns and absolutely worked him on the feet. Ended up finding the finish in round 2. Now compare that to when Hernandez fought Allen. Obviously a better version of Allen, so take this comparison with a grain of salt. But Brendan Allen was crisper than Hernandez on the feet. The same guy who Sean Strickland messed up on the feet. Then when it went down to the ground, it was pretty equal. It's not like Hernandez is Hamzat, guys. It's not like Hernandez is just gonna mirage Strickland to the fence, take him down, sub round 1, get out of here. That's not happening. And this is not to say Hernandez is bad on the ground at all. I still think he's, at the very least, top 3, top 4 in the division at grappling. But when we're thinking, oh, can Hernandez little bro Sean Strickland? Now you're pushing it, dog. You're pushing it. I don't think cardio is going to be an issue for Sean Strickland in this fight. We've seen time and time again, this guy has elite level cardio. Maybe not quite to the extent of Hernandez, but extremely solid cardio. Now, when I'm looking at this, I look at the striking. I say Strickland's going to absolutely put belt to ass on Anthony Hernandez. No disrespect to Hernandez, but Strickland's going to whoop his ass. Then we go to the grappling where Hernandez does have the advantage, but I don't think it'll go there unless Strickland invites it down there. And this dude isn't going to be Dan Hooker taking down Arman Tsarukyan. Strickland knows his game. He knows what he's going out there to do. And I don't think it's going to the ground. And when we look at common opponents between the two, Strickland had a much better performance against Brendan Allen. And against some of the top of the division, Strickland has been putting in work for years. Whooped Izzy's ass. Beat Amavov. Beat Brendan Allen. In my opinion, beat Drickus in the first fight. Now compare that to Anthony Hernandez. Bro, his best win is Roman Dolidze, Roman Kopylov, and Brendan Allen. No disrespect, Brendan Allen is a solid win, but a competitive fight with Brendan Allen, a Roman Dolidze win, and a Roman Kopylov win is enough for people to say this dude just absolutely smokes Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland's just a gatekeeper, a stepping stone for Anthony Hernandez, but I don't think so. I don't think Sean Strickland's a stepping stone. In fact, I think Sean Strickland is the third best fighter in this division, and I think he's going to prove that. Now, going into my actual prediction of the fight. First round, I see it starting off slow. Strickland feeling out Hernandez. Hernandez doing the same. Hernandez not wanting to engage too much on the feet with the reputation that Strickland has. And I think when both fighters are not trying to do much, Strickland's going to slowly find the jab, not land too much, but Strickland's going to lightly outland Hernandez in the first round and win a boring pitter-pat first round. Second round, Strickland's going to pick up the tempo. Putting that sweet science, if you know what I'm saying, that Lomachenko on Anthony Hernandez. Start landing that jab, start landing that teep more. I could see him hurting Hernandez to the body here in the second round with a teep or maybe a jab to the body, changing up the levels on Hernandez, and Hernandez still not going to be able to find that takedown. And maybe near the end of the round, Hernandez gets his nose busted up by a cross by Strickland. I could definitely see that. Just like the way when Strickland was teeing off on Brendan Allen, he would just stand in front of his face, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and busted Allen up. Or even, I know we're looking at lesser competition, but it's just the principle of what Sean Strickland is able to do if he gets his way. We can look in the direction of the Abus Magomedov fight, when again, Strickland was just teeing off, and once he found his rhythm, it was pretty much wraps. When someone can't keep up with Strickland on the feet and he finds his rhythm, all you can do is just start praying on that stool, bro, because it's wraps if you can't get that to the ground. And I think he could do the same to Hernandez here, so I could see Hernandez going to the stool, bloodied up in the face. Round 3, I could see Hernandez's corner getting on him about the takedowns, maybe finds one on Strickland in the third round, gets 3 minutes of kind of weak control time. Like Sean Strickland keeps getting back up to his feet. Hernandez kind of takes him down again, goes up to the feet for a minute, not much happens, and then Hernandez finds another takedown. I could see the third round going Hernandez. Now, as we enter the championship rounds, this is where I'm really scared for Hernandez, bro. I could see Sean Strickland really pouring it on here, really peppering him. 1-2-3, 1-2, teep to the body, and dominating in the only way that Sean Strickland knows how, which is very controlled, very slow, but it does get the job done. I could see a 5th round TKO from Sean Strickland, but I'm going to say 49-46 or 50-45 if Strickland's takedown defense is really as good as I think it is. But overall, my prediction, I'll give Anthony Hernandez some credit because I think he's the 4th best fighter in the division. I just think he's running into a brick wall right now. I could see my full prediction, 49-46 Strickland. Clear win. Hernandez, broken nose, gassed, and I think you just booked Strickland versus Hamzat. Hamzat would smoke him. I think Hamzat would probably find submission first round, second round, but regardless, that's my prediction for the fight. I am putting my money where my mouth is. And yeah, that's my full thoughts on the fight. And yeah.